Welcome to the Sisters Uncensored podcast, where we get into everything from childhood trauma to millennial adulting and all things in between.
We share crazy stories from the past and present to help us cope with the insanity that is our lives.
By sharing our perspectives, we hope to bring some relatability, laughter, and unsolicited advice that can help you survive the messiness of life along with us.
My name's Jessica Labita. I'm a millennial mom, wife, and marketing professional, and I am absolutely insane.
My name is Ashley Leneve. I am a millennial stay-at-home mom, avid golfer, and too mouthy for my own good.
We are real sisters, and this is Sisters Uncensored. Take this trip with us.
Welcome back, everybody, to Sisters Uncensored. This week, everybody knows, in New Jersey at least, that it was back to school week. So we are going to talk about the chaos and madness of going back to school with the kids.
I can't even. I'm so tired right now.
I got it.
I'm struggling to get through recording this episode with you today.
I get it.
I'm so tired.
I know. As a first timer in this, because so my daughter started kindergarten, so this is all new to us. We're in a new school, we're on a new schedule. It's okay, what do I need? What do I not need? I'm learning a lot. A lot of things that, to me, I always think oh, okay, this is how we did it in school. And now things are absolutely nothing at all, not even a little bit, like what it was like when we were kids, which is probably a good thing. I don't know. Is it though? I don't know. Whatever. I guess it has its pros and cons.
True.
But the amount of apps that are involved.
Yes. It's
was
absurd.
shocking.
I know.
I had no idea. There's one for seeing what's going on in the classroom, throughout the day, or at the end of the day, you get updates, which is really nice. Or if you want to be able to contact the teacher directly, that's fine. There's the Genesis parent portal.
Yeah.
You guys use that too, you said? That's crazy to me. I feel like there's no app for it.
No, and it's so annoying.
Yes.
And the only way to get in is through the link, and you have to have your username and password, which I feel like I've had for, I don't know, however many, 9 years that my kids have been in school, and it's somehow never logs me in properly. There's always some kind of glitch with it.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
It's how they give us our schedules and stuff for the kids, but you don't get them until the week before school.
Right.
So basically it's a mad dash. If you need to change anything or do anything, you can't do it until it comes out on Genesis. Oh, and they won't give you access to their schedules in Genesis until you fill out 50 frickin' forms for each kid.
Oh, that's fun.
Then you can see who your teachers are going to be.
Okay, so this goes to show what kind of a first timer I am. I was literally checking the mailbox to see when they send
you're so 1990s.
to find out who your teacher was.
Yeah, no.
I was okay, so I'm definitely caught in the past.
My kids have this app where, because they all have multiple teachers, because it's different teachers for each subject, they have this app where I think it's Kid Run, where you, as a kid, put your schedule into the app, and all your friends do it too, and then it will tell you who of your friends
you
or
have
in your school
with?
is in your classes with.
Oh, that's
because
cool.
there's no way to know when it's 7 or 8 different teachers. You know?
I mean, we used to call each other.
I know.
I remember. I was literally checking the mailbox because I was thinking well, you find out by mail.
No one calls anyone anymore.
And then you call your friends and you're who did you get?
Yeah. What period do you have math? What period do you have English? Yada, yada. Yeah.
Or for us in middle school, it was what cluster are you
Yes.
in? Are you in the green cluster?
I was in the red cluster.
I was in the green cluster.
Oh.
I think Lindsay was a blue cluster.
That makes sense.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
I was going to say, is that a thing? There's certain meaning to each cluster?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so. It's just colors.
Whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
So,
but there's another app too that I also have to use. And that's the one for paying for things funding money in her account for hot lunch.
Lunch.
I mean, I pack
Same.
her lunch,
we have that.
Or
My mealtime, I think, is that app. What do you guys use?
Yeah. I don't know. I've downloaded literally 4 yesterday.
Yep, there's an app for everything.
I don't understand why they don't have one central hub.
We should invent this because it would make parents' lives a lot easier.
How has no one invented this?
I don't know, but it's impossible. And then you have the Remind app, which is another app that is a way that the teachers communicate with you. We have to have a special code for each teacher or coaches, and then they tell you don't forget, you got to do your social studies project tomorrow or whatever. And like, that's how we communicate with the teachers. Some of them, not all of them.
Oh, interesting.
It just like, it's all over the place.
I was not prepared for this.
No.
I just did not realize how many apps there was going to be.
It's a lot. And then once they start playing sports, then you have the app for baseball, the app for football. Unless they're on the same app, then it's like 2 different things. And it's like, there's a freaking app for everything. And it's exhausting. And I don't know, like, I feel like I can't make plans in my life until I check 75 apps.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So get used to it because it doesn't end anytime soon.
Good news. Okay. Well, there's that. What would you say was the most difficult part for you getting ready for the school year this season?
So I had 2 very different experiences this year than previously.
Okay.
Carly is a girl. She's going freshman year, high school, very organized. I need this many notebooks. I want a label for each notebook that says each subject. Like, she is so type A, but like non-aggressive type A, where she's like incredibly organized and like put together. She was given a specific budget for school shopping. She bought all the stuff that she wanted online. We took a trip to the mall to get whatever she couldn't get online. Like, so prepared, had her bag packed, ready to go, like 2 weeks before school started.
Okay.
Then you have Trey, who I'm like, what do you need for school clothes? He's like, nah, I don't need anything. I got enough stuff. And I'm like, well, like, do you want new shoes? Like, do you need new socks? Like anything, like a couple new shirts, maybe something for the first day. Nah, I'm good. I got too many clothes in my drawers anyway. I can't even fit them all.
Oh my God,
I'm
I
like,
love him. That's your husband.
Okay, yeah,
That's
totally.
your husband. He's your husband.
So like, he didn't even want to go school shopping. So I'm like, well, I gave your sister a budget to go school shopping.
Right.
Like, I feel bad because I'm not getting you anything. He's like, can you get me an electric bike so I can like rip around the neighborhood with my friends and maybe I'll take that to the bus stop and home sometimes? I'm like, okay. So
Wait a second.
got a bike instead of school clothes.
What was the budget?
It was $500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty good for Carly to be able to stay within $500.
I know, but so like in years past, I've always like bought stuff, but she's also at a place where she's like working and babysitting and making her own money. So I'm trying to like teach her some responsibility and to spend her own money on certain things. Like she wanted like a Lululemon backpack and the Vera Wang, or not Vera Bradley lunchbox, and like these bags that are like expensive. You know what I mean? I'm like, you have 100 bags. Like, do you really need another one?
Yeah.
But everything has to be coordinated and matching. So she bought a lot of that stuff herself this year. And I'm like,
good for her.
Good.
That's good.
That's what it was for us when we were younger. Like, if I wanted Abercrombie jeans or something like designer that wasn't from Bradley's where mom shopped for us, then like
God,
it was
Kmart.
like, you're on your own. Yeah.
Oh, Bradley's. That takes me
Bradley's
back.
is like the Kohl's of the 80s.
It really is. It is. If you remember Bradley's, oh my God, it was right on 23.
Yes.
We had to like drive like 40 minutes to get there.
Oh my God. It was Kohl's.
And everything got put on,
Right?
No, McDonald's now. It's over in that shopping center.
Oh, by
in
like
Wayne.
Clothing Town. For
Where's
boys and
Clothing
girls.
Town? Where's Clothing? What is Clothing?
It used to be Clothing Town.
Oh.
It's not anymore. I think it's like a TJ Maxx.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah. I know
By
what
the
you're talking
AMP
about.
where that whole parking lot floods in Wayne.
Yeah. AMP went bankrupt, right?
I think so.
Okay, whatever. It's neither here nor there. Just making sure.
Tangent.
Anyway, and I digress.
Squirrel.
$500 is pretty good. I mean, I think that's for her being
Listen,
a kid.
let's be honest. She does not need anything.
No, I know,
And she's
but I'm
not
saying,
really
like-
growing anymore. So like anything she's buying is just excess. Like it's not.
Yeah, I know. But when we were kids, like we went school shopping.
Yeah.
And we would get, like, here was my thing this year. And I took this page out of mom's book because I thought it was a good idea to get Mila ready at least to get excited for her new school. Because I noticed that like, I don't know, there were ebbs and flows of being excited and being scared or nervous for her.
Yeah.
Where like she was, I don't know, regressing a little bit. And I'm like, oh, no. We're going to stay excited.
Yeah.
So I let her start picking everything out online. I found this list online of everything that like a kindergartner could need.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, the school gives you a list of everything they need. And so at this point I was like, okay, well, we don't have anything. I didn't know I would need a rest mat. I'm
no,
like,
that's so silly. I'm still like not over that.
I asked Mila if she napped.
Yeah.
Like after her first day.
She should not be napping in kindergarten.
Because no, I will die if my kid naps at school. Please, no. So I actually asked a teacher friend about it first, and she's like, naps are different than rest. And I'm like, okay. So I asked Mila when she got home, I was like, tell me, did you nap today? Because I'm just prepping myself for what kind of night I'm going to have.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, we didn't nap. We did lay on our rest mats. And I was like, okay. She's like, we just did it to rest our bodies. And I was like,
oh. I'll tell you what, I wish Carly took a fucking nap. So, okay.
bitch.
So here's, as far as challenges go, this year, because she's in high school and he's still in middle school, they're on 2 different schedules. So high school goes earlier than middle school. So she has to catch the bus at 6:30 in the morning. He has to catch the bus at like 7:30 in the morning. So it's like an hour difference. Then she gets home an hour before him. So now, because the bus stop is a mile from my house, I gotta drive to the fucking bus stop 4 times in a day. So like coming to the studio today, I'm like, I gotta leave the house before you gotta be at the bus stop. So you're gonna have to walk. And God forbid we have to walk like a mile.
Listen, none of us like cardio.
I get it. But like every excuse in the book that you could come up with to not, well, what if there's a bear? Well, what if I get eaten by a bear? Well, it's gonna be dark out. What if I get hit by a car? Like I was like, ugh. So I finally just.
Is it dark out?
It is dark actually at 6, yeah. And so I just like, at 6 o'clock this morning, I drove them to Sandra's house and was like, here you go. And I gave her my kids.
children.
I was like, please make sure they get on the school bus and home today. Thanks.
Thanks so much. I
She's
learned.
a doll for saving me. But yeah, that, I don't know how the frig I'm going to do this 4 times a day bus stop
That's
nonsense.
a lot.
Like, it sucks. And I have no one to help me with Carly, which is the worst because, like, at least the other kids are all together, where, like, Sandra's kids, Lindsay's kids, like, all my friends that are in our neighborhood. If I need somebody to grab them, they'll grab them for me. We all help each other. It's like,
course.
takes a village, right? With Carly, I don't know any other high schoolers in our neighborhood. So, like...
Are her friends all...
No one lives in our neighborhood, like in our development, that takes the bus with her. So, like, if there's not another parent down there, the only other one would have been Damien, and he goes to private school this year. He went to Pope John.
Well, maybe she will meet kids.
That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Like
and
make
someone
friends
to
in the
walk
neighborhood.
with even or whatever. Otherwise, I'm just buying her an electric bike too, and I'm like, you're gonna
And like a can of bear spray.
cruise home. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
That'll
Throw some bear spray.
Sure, that'll go over great. So anyway, so she
Just get her a
had
gun. I'm just kidding.
prior to me being like, you got to walk to the bus tomorrow. She had at dinner last night like a full-on toddler meltdown at the table. Like
That's not like her.
She was up super early. She's been prepping for this for like weeks. So I think it was just emotion, right? New school, low man on the totem pole now. So there's just a lot that went into her day.
Yeah.
And I think she had a great day, but by the time like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock,
over.
oh my God, she
crashed.
Like meltdown.
Yeah,
Like,
she was crashing. That's fine.
it's your job as a parent to feed me.
Is that what she said?
Yes. And I'm like, bro, you're 14. Like, make yourself a hot dog.
Kiss
What is
my
the problem?
ass.
Yeah, like, I wasn't
Oh my
cooking
God.
dinner. I'm exhausted because I've been up since 5 o'clock to make sure you get ready and take the pictures and do all the things. Like,
Then go to work.
yeah, and I worked all day. Like, it was just, I was like, I can't believe she's having like a meltdown right now, but she totally did. I actually felt bad for her.
Oh.
Because you know, we all get there.
Yeah, I get it.
At some point
I think
in time.
it was like an overload.
Exhaustion,
Yeah,
overload.
she's done for the day.
Right.
She finally got through it, and now it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I guess also for her, it would be, it's a new routine.
Yeah, and they're so used to
So-
sleeping till freaking noon
Yeah.
that now
Oh,
they're
that
having to
doesn't
get up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because I remember when we were kids, some kids' parents, like friends, their parents in the weeks coming up to school, like the last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
weren't allowed to like do
Go out,
anything
do
anymore.
anything. I know.
And like they started waking them up early. I remember them telling me about it and being like, "Oh my God, don't ever wake me up early if I
Yep.
don't have to wake up early."
Oh, she tried to get me to like prep her to do this. Like she was like, I
She
need you to wake me
did?
up. Yes. We had this whole conversation. Like she's like, I'm going to bed early. She was taking melatonin to help herself like fall asleep
Like,
earlier.
wind down.
So yep. So that and then she's like, wake me up at this time. She was telling Rob to wake her up when he goes to work.
Oh wow.
You can try. They're not waking up if they don't have to.
No,
like, it
you're
just
gonna roll
doesn't
over.
happen.
I did it with Mila. Well, I mean, for the most part, she goes to the summer program.
Yeah,
so
she's
was
pretty regimented. Yeah.
But like this last week that she was just home the full week, we just had the week to kill. I let her like hang out and like stay up. And then I was like, oh crap, we're like inching towards the first day of school. So like the last 2 days before she had to go to school, I was like, okay, we're going to bed regular time. We're getting back into it. You've had a few days of like chaos. Good for you. And plus she starts all her extracurriculars now. It's September, so like gymnastics starts, dance.
So that's the
crap.
other thing too. Like for us, none of that stuff ever stops, right? At
Yeah.
this point, so like in addition to starting the new school schedule and doing all those things, it's like we're still going at night to football, baseball, the things that we've been doing all summer long anyway. So like you see, like Trey doesn't get home till sometimes 9 o'clock at night.
He is the last alert I get on my phone.
And then he's now getting up at 6:30.
That's rough.
Where he didn't have to before. So like all their clocks are just totally off.
They'll get into line with that.
I know.
But I like did that with Mila, and I'm telling you, like, thank God she was already somewhat into it. She just had a few days of a break. I have to go in and wake her up, and she is like,
she doesn't want to get up.
I can't open my eyes.
Is she going same time as she was last year? Earlier now.
Yeah,
it sucks, right?
Yeah, and I have to drive her and pick her up. So this is another thing that I learned. Oh my God. If you live within a certain distance from the school, there's no busing. So I'm like, okay. All right. So I guess, all right, that's fine. I'm going to be up anyway. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'll drop her off. It's nothing changing in my schedule as far as I'm concerned, except that it's earlier. So I'm up at 6:45 versus being up at 7:15. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But I learned that you need to get to school like extra early so that you get a good spot to like park. Where we got there, I thought I was getting there with plenty of time. She goes in at 8:25 and we got there at like 8 o'clock, 8:05.
Okay.
And I had to park. I'm telling you, the amount of cars a half a mile away.
Yeah, that's insane.
And this kid, we're lugging everything too, because it's first day of school. So we got to bring all our shit that she needs, like the rest mat.
Yeah.
God damn this.
Right, all the first day of school shit where their bags are like 600 pounds.
Yes. And like, I also didn't know that if they did afternoon snack, and I'm used to packing like morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and I always overpack, so I know that she definitely eats stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. So like, that's a learning curve, because she's like, Mom, there's no snack in the afternoon. I'm like, okay, now I know, like no big deal. But like, I mean, just things that she's telling me. She came home, she's like, I don't need my pencil box. The teacher said I don't need it. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, we could leave it at home and you can use it at home. She's like, no, I need to bring it. And I'm like, okay, then I don't know. I mean, even this morning you saw her. Okay, so
I know.
This morning?
The shoes.
Oh my God, the shoes this morning. She wasn't herself this morning.
Because she's feeling the pain
Yeah,
too. Like,
she's
I
going
could tell.
through the growing pains.
And as soon as I like walked in this morning to see her, I gave her snuggles and like hugs. I was trying to be so sweet to her because I know it's rough because my kids are feeling it so hard.
I know.
And I'm feeling it. Like, I'm freaking tired.
I'm exhausted.
And so I was like, oh, extra lovey to her. And she basically was like,
Meh. Yeah. She's like,
get the fuck off me, God.
I want to watch Unicorn Academy.
Yeah. Don't touch me.
Yeah. I made her, I asked her if she wanted Cheerios for breakfast. I make her the bowl of Cheerios. Here you go, you could have that. Great. She comes over, these aren't the Cheerios that I wanted. Dump it down, get another bowl.
Extra grumpy.
She was not herself. It's a rough week for her.
It's a rough
Poor
week
kid.
for all of us, I think.
But like, she was trying to tell me that the teacher told her that she needs to wear sneakers with a black bottom.
Yep.
And I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
No.
Like,
I would think if anything, it would be like a white bottom.
yeah.
So it doesn't leave scuff marks on the floors.
What I think she was getting confused with is, now she has a pair of like black gym sneakers that we got.
Right.
She's going to gym twice a week. But I also got her a pair of like nice, clean white sneakers, like all white.
Yeah.
And I think whatever they were doing for recess, maybe the teacher was like, oh, I don't want you to get your nice, clean shoes all dirty. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe something like that.
Maybe.
Because she said something like, oh, you know, I can't wear white shoes or whatever, or they said they'll get dirty, so I couldn't do whatever.
Yeah.
And again, it's a communication thing with this kid where like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking
And
about.
and the public schools are not communicating with you like you were getting at Goddard.
No, not
like,
the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
You have no
And
idea
not
what's
that,
going
like,
on,
it's
and you're
bad,
getting
but
messages from a 5-year-old. So it's like,
yes, exactly. There's that.
Trust me, it doesn't get any better when they're 12. Like,
I mean, my thought is like, we're getting into our groove here right
Yeah.
now. Okay, so like once we get into the groove, then I can develop a relationship with her teacher. I'm sure she's overwhelmed. She's dealing with all of this too. You know what I mean? Where I could like ask her, like, my kid seems to be under the impression that you told her she can't wear black or shoes that have a white bottom for some reason.
Right.
I mean, you saw me this morning. I was like, oh, I called your teacher. She said it's no big deal.
I know, it was amazing.
She's like,
and then she looked at me and like verified. She was like,
if I was lying. I mean,
Did
I
she
was.
say that? And I was like, yeah. She said they just have to be like a rubber sole.
Yeah, she's like, what did she say?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, that's what she said. She said these are good. These are fine. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to the teacher. I'm really sorry, but I think Mila got the wrong impression. But she was really cute when she came out from her first day. You don't know like how it's gonna go. You know what I mean? But she came out from her first day and she was like, oh, "Mommy, I made a new friend. Her name is Millie." And like she was like the happiest.
Yeah.
She couldn't wait to go back the next day. So whatever they're doing, they did a good job.
Good.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
she went no problem the next day. She walked right in today. I'm like, I don't know if it's them, if it's her, if it's me, if it's all of us, but everything just kind of went really
I
smoothly.
feel so bad because it's like day 2 and I'm like, sorry guys, you're on your own. Like, I mean, granted, we've been doing this for quite some time now, but it is like a bit of a change for, you know, for Carly with the schedule and going to high school and stuff. It's just different.
Yeah.
But she came home like so excited. They do this weird like block scheduling where like,
What's that?
there's A, B, C, and D days.
Okay.
And on the A day, you might have cosmetology, English, math, photography, social studies. Then on the B day, you might have social studies, math,
Oh.
English, cosmetology. And then on the C days, you might have math, this. It's like,
It's not like first
never
period is
consistent.
homeroom. With
Yes.
Math.
So she's showing me this, and I'm like, what the hell does this mean? Like,
I don't understand.
do you have first period cosmetology, or what is happening? And she's like, I do on A days. And I'm like, what days are A days? And she's like, I don't know. Like, so I'm like, I just hope you need to know where you need to go, because this makes no sense to me.
I'd be like, maybe we should check the mail. That's me. I don't know.
my
Let's just check the
God.
mail. Maybe there's something in there that tells us what we need to know.
It's a hot mess.
I also found that now you know I haven't been on Facebook in like 15 years, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. This is
So
funny.
now I have to be on Facebook because I had to get a Facebook account because I talked to several parents and they were all like, listen, this is how you find out like if we're doing something special outside of school or if there's some kind of fun project. Like they did like a flag for the first day of school for kindergarten that's in class of 2037, and every kindergartner went and got their hand painted and put it on the flag with their name. And we found out about it like on a whim, like
so
2
like
days
if you're
before.
not on Facebook, you wouldn't know.
I would
about any
never.
of that.
I didn't know. Yeah,
That's
I had no
insane.
idea. So I'm driving over there at 7:00 at night. Like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. This poor woman is like pregnant with her 5th child.
Oh,
she doesn't need me
God.
coming to her house so that she could. And the 11th hour, I'm really sorry. You know
Oh
what?
my God.
I didn't know. So finally, I was just like, I gotta create a Facebook page. This means so I can join this group and I'll know what's going on.
Right.
So now I do that, and at the same time, everyone and anyone under the sun that I've gone to our hometown with, our elementary school, our high school.
Right.
I'm like getting all of these requests, and I'm like, I don't even, some people I don't even recognize. Is that bad?
No, it's not, because people look very different now. It's been
so
20
long.
years.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I'm
I
like,
know.
who is this? Wait, what?
I
Huh?
know.
I don't know. But like, so now that's like a whole thing that's got me sucked in, and I did not need any more social media.
No
but
one really uses Facebook for anything anymore. I feel like
Mine is very active right now.
well, that's because
I'm new. I'm
you're
fresh
new.
meat on
Yes,
Facebook.
you are totally. It was so funny when I saw your request come through to me for like a friend request. I was like, somebody fucking hacked my sister. Like she doesn't
Cassie
have
texted me
Facebook.
and said the same thing.
I was like, who is this creating a fake Facebook page? And then when you were like, oh, it's because of school and all this stuff, I was like, oh god, it makes sense, because we have to do all this too. It's like all the SCA, like, which is our like PTA, it's like all that stuff gets communicated through Facebook. A lot of like town things get communicated through Facebook. So you have no choice but to be on it, because otherwise you don't know what the fuck is going on.
You won't know what's going on. Clearly. I mean, clearly I had no idea what was going on.
But yes, then you get like all these randos out of the woodwork that like you haven't talked to in half of your life, and now they want to know what's going on.
And I mean, there's nothing
you.
to see. You can come and look at my page. There's literally 2 pictures.
Yeah.
My profile picture.
Yeah.
And I posted a picture of my kid going to school for her first day. So thanks.
Oh,
That's
wait
all I
until
got.
grandma starts commenting on your stuff.
Oh my God. I saw her come up as a suggested friend. I'm like, no thanks.
I may or may not have some of them blocked. She like comments sometimes on things that are like so inappropriate, and it's embarrassing because everyone can see it, that I'm like, I can't.
I like that she comments on things that are like like where she's making nasty comments. Like she'll
Yeah.
take jabs at us, and then she likes her own comments.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh my God.
All the time. Well, she did something like that the other day. What did we post? And she like wrote something, and then she
She said something like, you should be ashamed of yourselves or something like
I
that.
forget why. She commented on something.
I don't
and
know.
And then I saw someone liked it, and I was like, ew,
Ew, who liked
that?
it?
Right. And then I look, and it's her. Grandma liked her own comment. I'm like, okay.
That's so funny. I saw morphine come up a couple times. I'm like, I'm going to pass. I don't know that.
No.
I did check out her page, though. I'm not going to lie.
Ooh, anything good?
I had to.
I don't do
know.
anything on Facebook, like, really. Like, I'll like people's stuff on, like, first day of school. There were so many pictures on social media of everybody's kids and their
Yes.
first days, and
Yes.
that I love.
I love that too.
I also love like seeing memories of things. So like if there's certain events that happen, like first day of school this year, I love going back and seeing like previous years' first day of school pictures and seeing how the kids have changed and grown over like the last couple of years, and like you can see all the progress back for the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
It's so nice. So like the memories aspect of Facebook, I love so much, which you really don't have any of that
There's
right
none
now.
of that
But
on mine.
honestly, if it wasn't for the memories, I wouldn't even have Facebook.
Okay, so
and
wait.
the school obligations and township.
It's a school obligation, absolutely. But let me just tell you this. So this is my experience now with Facebook. Bookface, whatever we call it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Shout out Carrie. She knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't know the way that it functions. Okay, so like to me, I'm like,
Well, that's okay,
I guess
'cause
I'll just scroll.
They change it every 6 months anyway, so you'll be confused again as soon as you learn this algorithm.
But my point is, I don't know how it functions. Okay,
Yeah.
so like I don't know if I'm like trolling people's pages if they can see
Oh,
if they're
yeah.
being alerted. I have no idea. If you are being alerted, I did it. All right, I don't know what to tell you. I'm looking.
stalking you.
I'm checking things out. This is all new to me, so I'm like, whatever. I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You're gonna either know that I'm stalking you or you're not. It doesn't
Right,
matter.
right.
Or like things were coming up in my feed that I'm like, oh, this is so cute. It was like somebody we went to high school with, and a picture of her with her kids.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, this is so cute, and I like it. And then I was like, I looked closer. I was like, oh my God, this is from 2018. Like what the?
Maybe they shared like a memory or something.
Now they think I'm stalking them, and I
Oh,
wasn't
no.
even stalking you. Like I just don't. Listen, people, just bear with me.
we're new here.
I'm new here. First time mom, first time caller. All right, I don't know what to say. I'm working on the whole book face thing. Just bear with me. I'm not.
You're
I am
so
stalking, but
funny.
I'm not stalking. If I like something from 2018, it's because I thought it was new. I didn't know. I didn't know.
I do have to say, like, my kids have only been in school for 2 days this week, and I cannot wait for the weekend because I already need a break, and we haven't even gone through a full week. So check in on me next week because there's a solid chance that I'm going to either be like,
In the fetal position.
yeah,
Okay.
crying or, left and
Crying?
move to Mexico. I'm kidding.
don't cry.
obviously. There's a chance I'll move to Mexico before
We
I cry.
don't cry.
And I don't want to go to Mexico.
Why Mexico? Pick somewhere else. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Again, we digress. Okay.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, so I've learned a lot about the back to school situation. We're still meeting people too. And one of the things that I want to do, because I'm a stay at home mom, is I would love to be a class mom.
Yep.
And like be involved and like help with like book fairs and
Yeah.
bake sales and like, you know me, I'm creative. I
Yeah.
like doing stuff like that, and I'm very like
I was so like that in the
detail-oriented,
beginning.
and I let
They wear you down. You'll never.
My only fear about it. My only fear is going to be like, will you chair this? And then I'm looking into like what you have to do to chair things.
Then you're sitting on a board for 2 years and you're getting 10 hours worth of phone calls every day and you want to kill yourself.
It's like, and you need to contact all of these people to like
No.
create this and do this and I'm a good manager. Like I'm good like that, but I don't want to have to chase people. Like that's like, I don't know. I feel like I'll have to do that. I don't know. I do want to be involved though. So I did submit the form to be a class mom. I'm
Okay.
going to get my feet wet with that. I can't chair anything unless I've been there for like a year
Okay,
or
good.
2 years or something.
Okay.
Which is really good because I'm like, it's not like I'm looking like I don't want to be involved.
Right.
And I'm just like, fuck this.
Right.
But it's like, it'll give me some time to kind of see if I even want to.
Yeah, no, it's good. And it's a good way to meet people. And
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah.
And like get to know like
It is.
Mila's.
But then it snowballs, just so you know.
I
So
know. I'm
you see where
concerned
I'm
about it.
at this point. in
I
life.
know.
Like,
That's what I look at, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it. Quite frankly, it looks exhausting. These first 2 days have already been absolutely exhausting. We're on day 3, and I'm like, where's Saturday?
I know.
It's
Yeah.
already-
See your fetal
we're
position.
literally-
You're getting close.
Literally, we're missing New York Fashion Week tonight because we're both like, no.
Yeah, we
You know?
can't do it.
I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do? But
Yeah.
either way, I really want to be a class mom. Now, I don't know how it works, but I had to fill out like a form, submit a form to see, I don't know, like, did they accept you?
I guess so. Sometimes it's a popularity contest. It just
What's the
depends.
interviewing process? I want to know how they choose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there a criteria? I did get background, I had to get a federal background check
To be a class mom.
to be a class mom.
I mean, that makes sense, I guess, because why would they let you in the school?
I had to get fingerprinted.
Yep.
So I did that.
Yep.
And I did it all weeks in advance.
Okay.
And as soon as the email came out to submit for being a class mom, I did it literally like within an hour. It was there.
Huh.
I really wanted, but now I'm like, did they pick me?
Am I
Do
gonna
get
get the
picked?
job?
I really want to know. I
Yeah.
know. I'm like on the edge of my seat.
Ooh, I don't know. If they listen to this podcast, you're fucked. So.
That was my thought too. Oh my god! And I put our sister shit in my bio from the Facebook thing, and I'm like, oh well, I need to.
Ashley's mom's on the internet. And she talks about selling feet pics all the
They're
time.
gonna be like this bitch, or they're gonna be like this bitch. You're one of us. It's gonna be
It's
one
true.
or the other. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just said Ashley's mom. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I did.
I meant Mila's mom.
I know
I do
what you
that
mean.
all the time.
I don't know.
I call Carly Ashley.
I call Haley Carly.
It's so weird.
Lindsay
and then I
calls
remember mom
Haley
doing that
Ashley.
all the time. Like,
Yeah.
Jet, lit, Deb, Don, Dor, Jet.
Like so me.
Can't say those words on this podcast.
I know.
Gag order.
Either way. So, yeah, so I'm waiting to find out. Stay tuned because I'm really excited. I really hope. Listen, if anybody who is making this decision is listening, pick me.
Oh, and she's really
Vote
a
for
good
me.
person
I'm-
and the best mom, and she will do the best job.
I promise I'm
She's
really
a
good
little
at this.
ratchet, but you'll love her.
Listen, we all have that side of us. I just show it publicly, all
Right.
right? Like,
It's true.
maybe people just hide it behind closed doors.
It's true.
Listen, come over to the dark side. It's fun. You could be on our show.
It's
if you
so
want.
much more freeing
Yeah,
on this
it's
side.
great. It's so nice. Listen, if you need somebody to be like firm with people, I'm good at that.
True.
I promise. I'm
True.
very direct.
She's not very technologically inclined at the moment.
But maybe that would be a good way. I'm learning the apps really well. I'm navigating. I'm not an idiot. I mean, I
No,
kind of am, but I'm
obviously.
not like an idiot.
Don't run
idiot.
for like head of the PTA or any of that.
No, I'm not doing
If you
that.
start hosting tricky trays, I'm not talking to you anymore.
Listen, I'm not going to host a tricky tray. I like to participate in tricky
They are
trays.
fun. Ooh, I got one coming up soon.
Where?
It's for the golf outing for Vernon Youth Football and Cheer.
Oh, I'm going to play in that.
Oh, did you submit your application already?
Did I sign up? Is that what you mean?
Like, did you do the Cheddar Up?
No.
That's another link you'll learn. Cheddar Up. That's how you pay for everything.
The one we
outside
have
of-
is different.
Okay.
But yeah, we have a pay one. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Either
Yeah.
way.
Anyway, if you didn't, you need to sign up. But yeah, there's a tricky tray.
When is it?
after. And we're sponsors actually of that league. So our sign went up yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, I meant to take a picture of it, but I was so tired that I was like, no. And I think the clothes I was wearing the time I was at the field and saw it, I was like wearing for 2 days already. So I was like, we'll take a picture of that another day.
So you didn't just take a picture of it just to send to me to be like, yo, look what's up.
I have it. I'll send it to you. Someone sent one to me before I saw it. So
And it never dawned on you. I should just send this over to Ash real quick.
I thought about it, but you know, there's a lot going on this week.
Yeah, whatever, slacker. Anyway, all right, that's enough.
First day of school, it's been rough.
It is on everybody. It'll get better though.
It will, and I hope you get to be a class mom because you really will love that.
I really.
And so will Mila.
I think I'd be really good at it.
I
I'm
know.
not kidding. I'm a good class mom.
I'm excited for
Mila's
you.
friends love me from her previous school.
Also, while we're on the subject, this is like total tangent again, but is there like a private bus that you can pay to take your kids to school if you wanted to?
I am the private bus,
No,
Jessica.
I know, but like if you wanted
She's
to.
driving to school
Like, could
in
there
a
be-
luxury SUV.
Are there other
Are you kidding
parents
me?
in your development potentially that have to get to that same school at the same time that you guys could get like a little bus that just does the whole drop off pickup? I feel like worth looking into. Just a thought, because you're gonna get sick of this real quick. Trust me.
I don't know. It's already part of my routine. The thing that kills me is pickup
Yeah.
and the stupid like parking situation. But I'm fine with getting there early. I don't mind. I'm already up, so I don't mind.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Great.
It's food for thought.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right.
All right.
Well, we hope everybody had a great first week of school. And we also want to thank everyone who participated in our giveaway for all of our school supplies.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
amazing.
Very good.
And wishing everyone a wonderful school year for 24-25.
Cheers.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.